So gray wolves used to roam the southeastern USA, but in the 1800s, wolves were killing off all the cows, killing off the livestock. So human settlers basically waged a war upon the wolves, and gray wolves were wiped out in the entire southeastern US by the early to mid 1900s. The last confirmed gray wolf sighting in North Carolina was in 1887 in Haywood County in the Appalachian Mountains. Today, gray wolves are primarily in the West, and even in the West, they're endangered, and there's various recovery programs for them. In November of 2025, I was studying the animals in the Eno River State Park in North Carolina, and I captured an animal on my trail camera that is a canine, but way too large to be a coyote, and to me, it looks just like a gray wolf. Now, there are red wolves, and red wolves only exist in North Carolina. However, there's only about 20 left in the wild, and they live in a very specific, monitored, protected area that's about 3 to 4 hours away from the Eno River State Park. And this animal that I captured on camera looks way too large to even be a red wolf. This mystery animal has the size of a gray wolf, a purebred one. Now, I know this isn't the most clear angle of this mystery animal, but this mystery canine has a more wide snout, has more rounded ears, and not pointy ears like a coyote. It isn't hopping around like a coyote, it's moving like a big old wolf. It's got a heavy winter coat like a wolf has. Even if this animal is a purebred gray wolf, the likelihood of it staying in the Eno River State Park is pretty low, as wolves travel hundreds of miles. But even given those circumstances, I went to the Eno River State Park and I spent a week searching for this gray wolf. Because if a purebred gray wolf was found in North Carolina, it would be a major scientific discovery and a major milestone for conservation. One of the reasons why I think the Eno River State Park could be a good place for a wolf to be hiding is because it's a no hunting zone, meaning there's plenty of deer running around for this wolf to prey on. There are coyote-wolf hybrids in North Carolina, coy wolves, but this animal looks too big to be a coy wolf, looks too big to be a red wolf. So enjoy this video of me searching for the extinct gray wolf in North Carolina. So it's about 12 p.m. right now. I just put new batteries in my trail camera, so it's going to be nice and fresh. I'm not going to throw a bait out until 4:35 when the sun's about to set. And yeah, I know this light is making me look like a vampire from Twilight, but it is what it is. And if you were wondering, I use Energizer AA Max batteries. Pro tip, when throwing out a trail camera, always throw it about knee level, because if it's any higher, you won't necessarily get a great look at the animals passing by. You'll be kind of looking over them. But with knee level, you get a nice front on, face on view at all the animals and small critters passing by. Got me a brand new Muddy Trifecta camera, so I'm going to get this thing set up. For now, I'm just going to go throw some coyote urine by the first trail camera. I got the coyote urine in a bag here because I'm not going to put the bottle in my backpack, because if it spills, I do not want to have coyote piss on my backpack. Anyways, let's go. I did bring some protection in case some coyotes try to jump out, but I'm not going to show what that protection is because I do not want YouTube to take my video down. So, yeah. So I'm recording this part with my phone because I do not want to touch my camera with coyote piss hands. But anyways, this is what we're using here. So we're just going to spray about 3 ounces of this around some trees and, see what happens overnight. The spray bottle actually isn't working, so I'm going to have to just kind of pour it a little bit. Nice up on the tree and everything. Right by this creek here where they pass through. It's day 2. I'm going to go pick up an old friend because he's going to help me today with some research. All right, Abe, we're going to play a little game here. We're going to see if you can find the trail camera and see how long it takes you.
It's right here.
Somewhere around here.
In this general vicinity.
In this general vicinity.
High or low?
Low.
Okay. I'm going to assume it's on a tree.
Yeah, it's on a tree.
So many trees.
I know.
Is it right there?
There you go. Attaboy. Here's where the real fun starts. We're going to have Abe here open up the predator lore. This is basically dead animals just built up into a paste, so it's going to smell amazing.
Widowmaker. It's literally named Widowmaker.
Open it on up.
Oh, that's bad. Ugh. I was an animal. I'd stay away from this. Sucks, dude.
It smells terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Perfect. Perfect. So we made it down to the river. Pretty nice view.
Yeah.
So we actually found the spot right here. I think we're going to go with this spot because no one should be really passing through here if you got those logs up there. So it shouldn't necessarily be too much of a person trail. So I think we're going to set up right here and just hope for the best. What do you think, Abe?
I think it's a smart idea. It's away from people. It looks pretty open. Great place to get some good shots. And yeah, it's probably a good idea.
All right, let's go for it. We're going to get the trail camera out of my backpack. So we got the spot set up right here. We might switch it up later, but animals should be passing through right here.
And obviously like no bait, just because it's state property. But yeah, it's I think this will be a good little experiment. It'll help collect some data. Hopefully, get some footage of some rare species here in North Carolina. Should be fun.
Quick question. Do you think there are purebred gray wolves around here or just coy wolves? What do you think?
Ooh.
Hybrids, or do you think there actually could be a purebred gray wolf running around?
Hasn't like the last purebred confirmed gray wolf been like in the 1800s?
Yeah.
I mean, if you can definitively prove it, I mean, I think there's always a chance. There's always been, every now and then a sighting of something that should have been extinct that's still been around. The only thing I would say is just it's hard to tell just because, the lifespans, over that period of time have kind of dwindled down to some different kind of mating, necessities. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's always a possibility.
Before we call it a day, we actually have to review the footage that we caught last night on that first trail camera. We have here, which looks like a huge coyote, possibly coy wolf. Definitely has more coyote traits than wolf traits, but it is definitely huge. What do you think, Abe?
I think, if it's just a purebred coyote, it's a really big one. So I'd say it seems like it has to be a hybrid of sort. So
for sure. The thing is, in the Eno State Park, it is a no hunting zone, meaning there's so many deer running around, making it basically a 5-star restaurant for the coyotes. They're eating good every day. That's why they're probably so huge around here. Also, nice little red fox in the background over there, just passing through. Swiper, no swiping. Anyways, we're gonna see what we can capture overnight, and we'll see y'all in the morning for day 3. What's up, everyone? It's day 3. So let's talk about what we found last night on the cameras. So on trail camera number 1, we did actually capture a coyote, but it's kind of way in the distance, so you can't really get that good of a view of him. Looks like Swiper's back again. So let's talk about what appeared on my freshly put out second trail camera, closer to the river. Really nothing besides this vibing raccoon over here, and a couple of deer, and a possum. I'm going to leave that trail camera in the same spot tonight, and if I don't get any luck tonight, I'm going to move it tomorrow.
Now you've got potted meat right here, stuff like that. So we could put something else out for a little bit of extra stench. Or we could just get tuna. So far we got this. All right, let's go. We're mic'd up.
So we decided last minute we were going to go pick up a whole chicken to throw out there. I'm literally in my pajamas, walking around with the camera kit, but should be pretty interesting. Look at that. That's crazy. It's definitely a little bit sketchy, especially since coyotes are most active at dusk and dawn. They're definitely out right now, but we're walking around with a big flashlight, so they shouldn't want anything to do with us. Except we do have a whole chicken with us, so I mean, I guess that's a good enough reason for them to come after us. Took us way too long to find this because we're just in the dark, I guess, but we finally did find it. It's right over here. And we're going to figure out where we can throw this meat up at. This is pretty wild. But this is science, so this is science, We got the second piece of chicken up over here. You see, if it's in the air, the coyotes will actually be able to smell it from a further distance. Okay, this is over on the left side of the camera.
And we'll put 2 of them right there.
There you go.
Each of them.
We got to get something across the creek, though. Did you lose your stick?
Right here.
There you go. There's your stick.
Got my stick.
So this is on the other side of the creek. Oh, don't be swinging the meat at me. Come on now.
Tetherball.
Yep. Red light over there means it's recording us.
Hello.
I have a better idea. I'm going to play a howl sound on my phone. Yeah, we got to get out of here. I definitely heard footsteps over there.
Oh, we're getting closer. Yeah.
Shit. Oh my God. Oh. They're coming from that way. Last night was crazy, man, because we were howling and we heard howling back at us pretty much in all directions. And coyotes do howl, but they're more of a yipper, you know, yips, barks, but they do howl. They do howl as well. I'm just a little bit disappointed because my microphone really only captured the audio from my voice and did not really capture the audio from my environments. Therefore, my microphone did not do a very good job at capturing the audio from the coyote howls. And honestly, it did sound like some coyotes howling at us and not a gray wolf, but it was still a wild experience regardless. It is also a little bit disappointing that in the camera by the river, I've only captured raccoons and squirrels. So I'm going to take that camera, I'm going to move it closer to the first camera, and I just went to the store and picked up some cans of sardines, chicken, and tuna. 8 cans, 4 cans for each camera. And the crazy thing about yesterday is that I heard howling coming from in front of me, but I heard footsteps behind me, almost kind of like an ambush type of thing. That's when I really knew I had to get out of there. That really shows you that in the wild, you might not see them, but they definitely see you. The crazy thing is, though, is that even with all the howling, there were actually no coyotes on the trail camera last night. And I think the reason for that is that by us howling, we were kind of marking our territory. And all that coyote urine that I sprayed, marking my territory, kept the coyotes away. Swiper came back right after we left, but that was pretty much it. Plus that store-bought chicken isn't really all that stinky because it's super processed, you know, meant for people to buy. So we're gonna go throw out some stinky canned meat today. But for the meantime, I'm gonna get a haircut. Got the fresh cut. Now it's time to get back to work. All right, we found a nice open area over here to throw the second trail camera. We're gonna get them walking straight through this path, hopefully. Check that out. You can't make this up, seriously. There are tracks literally everywhere you step. There's animal tracks. Literally, as we speak, just set the camera up 2 minutes ago, and there's already a deer right up in the camera. So that's got to be a good spot. Back to our main location, the chicken's still dangling over there. Hopefully, since it's been sitting out for a while, it's a little bit more smelly, and hopefully it attracts some coyotes or wolves or coy wolves or whatever. Going with a different approach here. We got some sardines and some smoked cod liver. Going with the fishy approach. See if that makes any difference. Yeah, gross.
Yummy.
On the dangling chicken. On it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
On it.
Get the juice on there. A tape recorder. Listen to this. Coyote mating sounds. We'll turn that volume up. Let's get that buried under there.
Is it on a loop?
Should be. I can confirm that my theory was unfortunately correct. By me leaving out that tape recorder and setting out those howling noises, I didn't attract any coyotes or wolves. I actually kept them away. Those howling noises that I sent out marked my territory, and no coyote wanted to come anywhere near it. When a territory is marked, coyotes know to stay away. To be honest, I'm beginning to get a little bit discouraged. The first night that I was here, I captured a big coy wolf on camera, and after that, I've captured absolutely nothing. But I'm not going to give up yet. There's still hope. There's still time. Also, like 1 in the morning last night, I could just hear from out my window all the coyotes just responding and yipping in response to that tape recorder that I left out. Ton of howling at like 1 in the morning. Even given those circumstances, none of the coyotes actually wanted to approach the tape recorder. My eyes are black, I'm tired, I'm worn out, I'm discouraged, but I'm going to go visit some family for Christmas, and when I'm back, the study must continue. But hey, at least I got like 10 close-up deer shots, as well as a beautiful great horned owl decided to visit us. Okay, so I'm not even home right now. I'm over 3 hours away at my dad's house, but I woke up this morning with over 90 notifications for the trail camera. I guess that chicken is really starting to stench and really starting to get rotten because it attracted everything last night. Now I understand why the coyotes aren't showing up anymore, because look at these 2 huge guard dogs. These seem to be 2 huge Labrador retrievers and more than capable of wrecking a coyote. My guess, these are 2 huge guard dogs, probably outdoor dogs, and just happened to smell the terrible stench of the chicken and peed on the ground, marking their territory, so I don't know if any coyotes are going to come back after that. But if there really is a wolf running around, that wolf is not going to be scared of those 2 dogs, trust me. What's funny is that this possum is rushing up a tree at 2:03 a.m., probably trying to escape from these 2 dogs who showed up at 2:04 a.m. Pretty funny. Also, a couple hours later, a black lab showed up, and I've seen this black lab plenty of times on my camera. This black lab is always running around. Swiper brought his girlfriend this time. This is a little bit concerning though, because when you have big dogs like this running around in the middle of the night, you get, as a result, hybridization. You get coyotes breeding with dogs, which never ends well. Coyotes breeding with dogs is a great way of spreading diseases and a great way of having a dangerous coy dog end up as someone's pet. This is also why eastern coyotes are much larger than western coyotes, due to hybridization with wolves and large dogs. Also, for whatever reason, it's 75 degrees in North Carolina during Christmas time, and coyotes don't really love warm weather. It's Christmas Day, and we got some huge eastern coyotes, but still no wolves. We're going to turn the safety off. We're going to reload this. Bullseye. Even though this is only like not even far at all. Ah.
Sam.
What? What?
Scared the shit out of me.
What?
What was that?
What was what? An arrow. So what I decided to go with is actually a dying rabbit call. So I'm just going to drop this on the ground. I'm not even going to really bury it. No, it's time to go. Gotta get out of here. It's New Year's Day. I'm back in New York. And over the last few days, I've gotten some of the most up close and best photos of coyotes I've ever gotten on my trail camera. You can tell that these are definitely coyotes because they got the narrow snouts and the pointy ears. The raw pork and ground beef definitely had to be the best bait because these are some amazing up close shots. However, none of these animals are the gray wolf that I captured a few months ago, unfortunately. However, there's zero doubt that some of these coyotes have interbred with wolves in the past just because of their incredible size. There's no way that some of these coyotes aren't at least 20% wolf. My final conclusion is that this animal that I did capture on the trail camera in November is still a gray wolf. I mean, its size is incredible. It moves like a wolf. It's got ears like a wolf, snout like a wolf. This animal definitely has to be a gray wolf, except I do unfortunately believe that it was just passing through and is no longer in the Eno River area. That means I have to go where the last gray wolf sighting was recorded, the Appalachian Mountains. There will be future videos where I go to the Appalachian Mountains to search for wolves and to search for the extinct eastern mountain lion. But for now, please like and subscribe, and there's more of these videos coming soon.